Mitt Romney targets President Trump, calls his request to China and Ukraine appalling. Hi, great to have you with us. If you are new to TST, tap on the subscription button and click the notification bell so you can receive authentic news that you can rely on daily. Utah GOP Senator Mitt Romney took aim at President Donald Trump on Friday, calling his request for China and Ukraine to investigate the former Vice President and 2020 Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden wrong and appalling. While he was speaking with reporters on the South Lawn of the White House Thursday, President Trump was asked what he had wanted Ukraine to do after he mentioned Biden during a July 25 phone call with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Well, I would think that if they were honest about it, they'd start a major investigation into the Bidens. It's a very simple answer, the president replied, according to a White House media pool report. They should investigate the Bidens, because how does a company that's newly formed, and all these companies, if you look at, President Trump said before changing the subject, and by the way, likewise, China should start an investigation into the Bidens, because what happened in China is just about as bad as what happened with Ukraine. So, I would like to say that President Zelensky, if it were me, I would recommend that they start an investigation into the Bidens, President Trump said. Because nobody has any doubt that they weren't crooked. That was a crooked deal, 100%. He had no knowledge of energy, didn't know the first thing about it. All of a sudden, he is getting $50,000 a month, plus a lot of other things. Nobody has any doubt. And they got rid of a prosecutor who was a very tough prosecutor. They got rid of him. Now they're trying to make it the opposite way. But they got rid. So if I were the president, I would certainly recommend that of Ukraine, President Trump said. According to Romney, it was wrong for President Trump to target Biden because the former vice president is running to oppose President Trump in the 2020 election. When the only American citizen President Trump singles out for China's investigation is his political opponent in the midst of the Democratic nomination process, it strains credulity to suggest that it is anything other than politically motivated, the Utah senator and frequent Trump critic tweeted Friday. By all appearances, the president's brazen and unprecedented appeal to China and to Ukraine to investigate Joe Biden is wrong and appalling, Mitt Romney added. When President Trump was talking about what happened in China, he was likely referring to the fact that in 2014, Hunter Biden's investment and advisory firm was one of several companies that entered into a deal with Chinese investors worth more than $1 billion. As Fox News reported, the deal came months after Hunter Biden accompanied his father on a trip to China. Joe Biden, who was named the Obama administration's point man for both China and Ukraine, also pressured Ukraine to fire a prosecutor who had investigated an energy company where Biden Jr. served on the board. President Trump, for his part, says he's made these comments regarding the Bidens because he wants to root out corruption. I'm only interested in corruption, President Trump told reporters Friday, according to a White House transcript. I don't care about politics. I don't care about Biden's politics. I never thought Biden was going to win, to be honest. This is about corruption, and this is not about politics, the president added. This is about corruption, and if you look and you read our Constitution and many other things, I have an obligation to look at corruption. I have an actual obligation and a duty. What are your thoughts? I feel that any American who comes across corruption conducted by a fellow American on any level, home or abroad, the person bears the duty to report against the corrupt one. It really doesn't matter if a rival is reported for misconduct or a friend. Corruption is to be eradicated wherever and whenever. And anybody obstructing the penalty should be charged with a legit warrant for aiding a criminal in his crime. Please let us know your opinions in the comments down below. And if you've liked this report, please share among friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to Top Stories Today. Thank you for tuning in to TST. I'm David Raveen. See you in the next one.